Hi, Lisa Hamilton, Stick Your Stuck Life. Finding your core essence, living from the inside out. So, this episode is playing on the offensive, getting the ball back. So, first of all, I want everyone to take the free personality test below because this will not make sense if you do not know what temperament style are you. That's what we'll be talking about today. Be sure to subscribe. I have a lot of free material I always like to give you guys because we want to keep on track. This isn't something, a podcast, a book you read. We are all tracking together. Get your transformational buddy. This buddy is not going to take your no for an answer. This buddy is going to keep you on track, accountable, and we're going to unstick your stuck life. So after your personality test below, let's start. So once we have the personality test, you're going to self-assess your core essence. I want you to identify 3 words that best describe who are you? What is the real impact you have on others and the influence you have on the world? When you are fully in your zone, it's almost like you can feel this, it's this unmistakable buzz. It's that deep, like, the sense that you are releasing something so meaningful into the world. You're unmistakably, you understand what you bring to people, your purpose, unique gift that God gave you. We are going to call this state of being your proactive state. This is living from the inside out. So, undoubtedly, your greatest strength will also be your greatest weaknesses. So, rather than being proactive, you start to become reactive, playing on the defense. So, powerful people. Those that are powerful, they love to finish the project. But if the project is not moving forward, you start to strive. You start pushing people instead of working with people. You become irritated, ineffective. Your greatest strength is you're a visionary and you can get everyone seeing the same vision and the same goal. This is your best proactive state. So be aware when you start to react, it's like things aren't going my way, and you start to react and you become very ineffective. Persuaders, you're influential, you're a motivator. You have the ability to inspire people to action. But something happens rather than you start believing in your cause and your purpose. Something happens, and all of a sudden you become self focused, insecure. You start to doubt what you're really doing. It's like someone popped your balloon. Normally, you're so inspiring. Moving people is very easy for you. Catch yourself when you start reacting. The persuader personality, you'll start to feel insecure. You'll start to feel, am I really motivating people? What happens is you become self focused. That's where you lose all of your power. Peacemakers, you're a supporter, you're a nurturer. You want the project to follow through. You're a helpmate to people, to projects. So when you're proactive, you're always playing on the offense. And you know that because of you, you're the one that is pushing everything forward. Your weakness. So something's out of order. Someone has really crossed their boundaries. They're taking advantage of you, but you say nothing. You do nothing. You continue on, but what happens to you, you get defeated, depressed, inward, and rather than enjoying your contribution, you're just going through the motions. So your real impact is completely diminished. Perfectors, you like to perfect your environment. If you're a florist, your arrangements are exquisite. You're designing, you're inventing, you're creating, you're on fire. Nothing can stop you. You are so infused with creativity. You are absolutely in your proactive state. But here's what happens to you. Here's your weakness. Your reactive state does not come from the outside world, but it comes from within. You're over perfect. You redo for the 5th time. You have this perfect mindset and you do it once and you do it again, and you keep redoing it because nothing is perfect enough for you. So you're never moving forward because nothing is good enough. All of these states, you are not living from the inside out. You are on a defensive mode. You do not have the ball. Therefore, you can make no points. So you're either reacting to the world, you're fighting against what you don't want, and you're actually digging a hole and getting deeper and deeper. So here's what we're going to do: pull the emergency brake, stop. What am I going to do? How do I get the ball back? From this point, you need to really start owning who you are. When you stop reacting to life, you're going to start creating your reality. If a shoe doesn't fit, don't wear it. The shoe doesn't force the foot to fit. The foot finds the right size that does. So stop doing your life backwards. This is a Cinderella syndrome. The glass slipper should be a perfect fit. And if it does not fit, the shoe not for you. Let me show you. Love this book. Love the author. Unstick Your Stuck Life, Finding Your Core Essence, Living from Your Inside Out. So what we're going to talk about is codependency. When you start getting in the reactive state, this is what it's like. It's a kind of codependency that the circumstances of life create a downward spiral as the reactionary mode keeps us captive. You're playing on the defense, meaning that you keep trying to get your opponent from scoring, yet you never have the opportunity to score yourself, nor do you ever have the chance of winning because you're always playing on the defense. The world's winning, people are winning, life is winning. Is all you're doing is trying to prevent negative from coming into the world. This is a reaction state of being. We are not living out of our essence. We are living in a fear-based reactive mode. The hurt, angry cycle arises when we try to control our surroundings, which you cannot. When we discover we don't have control over people and situations, we experience feelings of frustration and helplessness. You start the flight is either the flight is you leave. Flighting would be addiction, drugs, escape, whatever your escape is. But if you stay in the game, what happens at that point, you start to fight. It's not a flight mode, it's a fight mode. Fight mode looks like this. You're so angry, you try to stop it. When you can't stop it, then you get depressed. So it's this angry, depressed cycle, reactionary. When we finally realize the futility of trying to change other people and situations, we simply give up. We are in a reactionary living. Reactionary mode is defensive, fear-based, despairing, depressed, judgmental, hateful, bitter, insecure, rejected. It's very codependent. You'll find yourself very codependent on how the world's treating you, life's treating you, people are treating you. Your whole being has just reversed to a reactionary state. You're stuck in the past, fearing the future, feeling out of control, powerless. All these harmful emotions result in an outpouring of negative energy that repels good feelings, and you attract more negativity. Reliving in this reactive mode is the epitome of a fear-based existence, which obviously causes stagnation, eliminates any possibility of co-creating with God. Since we're designed to continually to move forward, anytime we resist growth and change, we stagnate. So what happens to stagnate? What happens to stagnation? Water gets contaminated. If your life is not moving forward, if you're not on that flow, you become stagnant. Our body, our soul, and mind and spirit. Many of our mental and physical illnesses are definitely caused by cellular contamination resulting from a life broken under the burden of reactionary living. That's not us. Unstick your stuck life. That's not us. What's a proactive state of being? You're playing on the offense. You are playing in all the strengths that you know you have, and that's the state of being you stay in. On the other hand, you have endless opportunities to score. You have the ball. You're proactive. You are making life happen for you. You're winning the game of life. Proactive mode is offensive, love based, faith filled, living from your core essence, strong, confident, optimistic, full of laughter, passion, positive, miracles, divine encounters. Miracles will start to happen. You start to see your life attracting to yourself. You have a thought, you have a goal, you have a desire, and it's like, well, how did that just happen? How did I just meet that person? Because you are in your highest frequency, vibration, living from the inside out, core essence state of being. You are empowered regardless of how others mistreat you or injustices befall you. You are being in a state of the appreciation of today, the anticipation of tomorrow. A shift from a reactive to a proactive position is powerful. A reactive position forces on what we do not want and attempts to control our environment. Ironically, as we focus on what we do not want, by the spiritual law of attraction, we get that very thing. Yet, surprisingly, as we live in a proactive state, focusing on everything we do want, life turns serendipitously, effortlessly, attracting it to all. So I write this book and I'm, proactive. I'm a persuader. I influence people. That's who I am, So ironically, just as I finish writing this chapter, I go to the gym. Now, meanwhile, I've had this crush on Kevin. So every time I go into this, it was this lounge, beautiful, right by the water. So every time I go in, I put my pretty dress on. I'm pretty, which is not really my attitude at all. I'm more of a persuader, powerful. I'm sweet. It never really fit me anyway, but I was trying to be this very feminine, sweet girl. And I would always go like, hi, I'll have a glass of Chardonnay, which really isn't my personality if you know me. And I would sip my little glass of Chardonnay so prettily, looking at the ocean, waiting one day, Kevin will definitely notice me. This went on for, embarrassingly to say, probably like 2 years. 2 years. So this goes on. No impact with Kevin. I don't think he even recognizes me. I don't know. Now, 2 years later, again, finished writing the chapter. I'm proactive. I'm done with reactionary state of living, whatever other people think, that life wasn't fair, all this injustice, rejection. I'm not living that way anymore because I'm Lisa. In fact, I'm Lisa Hamilton, and I'm unsticking my stuck life. So I go, sure enough, I'm at the gym. Who is sitting now? Gym clothes, no makeup, ponytail, as ugly as you can be. You're in the gym. You just sweated. You just worked out. Who's sitting right across from it? I said, no, please say no. It's Kevin. I go, you have to be kidding me. The little pretty dress, it's not there. So I look at that. I instantly put my head, please, you did not see me. Did he see me? Oh my God, I think he just saw me. I thought, okay. And all of a sudden, instant reaction, shut down, everything that I just said that I was not going to do. I go, did you just say you weren't going to do this, Lisa? You're reacting. You are in a reactionary mode. Okay, we're going to snap out of this. So I thought, okay, that's it. I get up and I said, Lisa, who are you? Well, you're funny. You're persuasive. You're influential. When people around you, when your real friends are around you and your girlfriends are around you, you make them laugh. That's who you are. You make people laugh. So I go over, hey, Kevin. How ironic that we go to the same gym. You hear. So at that point, The only thing I had going for me at that point was personality. I mean, I had nothing else. So laughing, joking, playing, goofing around. And now all of a sudden, actually, the real me started coming out. Actually, the real Lisa started coming out. Then I just thought, well, I'm not pretty anyway. So we lost that one. Let's just move on. But the more I didn't care, the funnier I got, the more engaging I got, the more everything I got. And I am not kidding you. After that, hey, Lisa, can I have your phone number? Do you ever want to work out together? I thought, are you kidding me? That's all it took? You mean I didn't have to do the makeup? I didn't have to wear the little dress? I didn't have to sip Chardonnay for 2 years? That's all it took? Just being me? And so the point is, I think I just made my point. Here's the point. What we're going to start doing, we're going to start playing on the offense. You're going to find out, who are you? What is your personality? What is your strength? You are, when you're living in this proactive who you are, you draw life to you. You have a frequency. There is an attraction to life that's going to start coming to you. Be genuine, be authentic, be yourself. I don't care what life has to do with you. It's like, you know what? That happened. That was injustice. But you're going to move on to your new life. You're going to create your life. You're going to start playing on the offense. You're going to get the ball back. So unstick your stuck life. And you want to know something? Let's start scoring some points. Lisa Hamilton, join me for the next episode.